vibe after a entertaining Monday Night Football game. Kind of boring in the first half, but it got good in the second half. Unless you're a Bears fan, then that was just a little bit of a disaster. Yeah, I mean, we had a good Sunday night, a great Sunday night game, and a pretty good Monday night game. I'd say entertaining second half. So we're here, the end of week one. Hopefully, you all got a W. Not all of you will have gotten one, but I hope all of our listeners did, at least in some or all, or at least one of your leagues. We're here for the next, I don't know, maybe 20, 30 minutes. We'll see. See how many people we get, if we get anyone. And if not, we'll just we'll take off. But if you have any questions, leave them in the chat. Waiver wire, trade questions, dynasty stuff, start sit for week 2. It's all up to you. Jeff is, well, I don't know if Jeff's still here. He left his comment all the way back at 9:00. Should I start Scary, Terry, Ricky Pearsall, or Tyreek Hill? That's an interesting one. Let's see here. I got to see some matchups here. Commanders are playing the Packers. The Dolphins are playing the Patriots. And I might be going Ricky Pearsall here. I mean, they're all really good options. I'm curious who else you're starting there, Jeff. I don't know if you're still here or not, but I'm curious who else you're starting that you're benching 2 of these guys. Yeah, because Tyreek Hill, I'm just trying to think off the top of my head. Tyreek Hill was the third round pick. Scary Terry was a 4th, 5th round pick. Ricky Pearsall, all these guys were drafted as starters, so just curious there. But I think I might go Pearsall with George Kittle out. Yeah, I might do that. We can ask the expert here. Trying to figure out who we're starting here. Already on to week 2, between Scary Terry, Ricky Pearsall, and Tyreek Hill. It's kind of a tough one. So you got the Commanders playing the Packers. You got the Dolphins playing the Patriots, and then I didn't see who the 49ers are playing. But I think it might be they're playing the Saints. I think it might be leaning Ricky Pearsall here.
Kittle's out. Yeah. We're trying to figure out what happened with in Poseidon. The scores are kind of moving around. I don't know if it was
was it like a lateral or something?
I don't know. It was DJ Moore that just fumbled, right?
I didn't catch the last play, to be honest, or what exactly happened.
I wasn't really paying too much attention because they were they were trying to keep a drive alive, and someone might have pitched it backwards. Maybe a Doomsday pitched it. I don't know. Anyways, I thought Cuddy. It looked like Cuddy beat me by 0.15 points.
Yeah, and then does he have DJ Moore?
No, I don't think so. No. So I don't know. Sorry.
Oh, it was Roman Dunze. Yeah, I'm curious what happened there. I'm going to try and look it up. Anyways, any idea there?
No, I think I kind of agree with the Pearsall take. Oh man, I don't know.
I was kind of asking him who does he have where he can bench 2 of these guys? Because I was just thinking off the top of my head, Tyreek's a 2nd, 3rd round pick. Terry's a 4th, 5th round pick. Pearsall 5th, 6th round pick. I was just kind of curious who he's actually benching here, but I don't know if he also left this all the way back at 9:00. So I don't know if he's even here. Kevin says we literally went from buying JJ McCarthy for a second to JJ McCarthy greater than Caleb.
In a half.
It was Caleb. He missed some throws, man, that like you would expect him to be making. Like guys just kind of wide open.
They both looked really shook for sure.
Yeah,
For that whole
McCarthy
first
pulled it.
3 quarters.
Yeah. McCarthy pulled it together there at the end, but so let's see who got that says DJ Moore was rewarded a fumble.
Yeah, it doesn't pop up in Odunze stats either. I just don't know if it was like miscalculating stuff. It says Odunze was 6 for 36 and a touchdown. So
yeah, I'm looking now. I see I see DJ Moore with the fumble. But unless he got but Odunze caught the pass originally. I don't know if that makes a difference. So yeah, it was pretty good week 1. I mean, those last two, I thought this game was good. I mean, the second half was good. First half kind of sucked. And then last night's game was incredible. One of the better games you'll see ever. No, maybe not ever, but it was really damn good.
It was pretty amazing, that's for sure.
Someone offered me Xavier Worthy a projected early second for Addison and Samson. Kind of even
for Addison and Samson. Okay.
Right? I mean, would you say Worthy and Addison are kind of a wash?
Yeah, I mean, it kind of seems that way.
An early second in Samson is probably, I mean, the process is to take the early second, right? Like that's kind of the process play, but I like Samson. I think he's a good player.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I mean, where was Samson being drafted? 4th round, undrafted?
No, I don't think so.
With Judkins there?
Yeah, I don't think he was undrafted. I thought he was. I was thinking 3rd off the top of my head. I guess I'd have to pull up some rookie drafts here. Let's see. This is the Apollo. Oh no, Apollo we didn't do. Was it Zeus we did?
Yeah, I feel like Samson was a later pick, but I don't know. I could be misremembering.
All right, but, Zeus we had Samson was a early 3rd, 302. Okay. Yeah, I feel like that's kind of where he was in, like depending on who liked him, or maybe in other leagues he was. And then mid 3rd in our other league. So 3rd round pick. So you're already cashing in. Either way, you're cashing in on him significantly, I would say.
Yeah, it can be a little tough to project those picks at this stage of the process. But then again, the older the league, the more obvious who's better or who has the good teams and who's rebuilding.
Yeah. It's pretty even trade for me, I would say. I think I personally think Worthy has a little bit more like upside, I would say. I mean, I don't know. I am worried about him playing through a shoulder injury. That's going to be crappy. Did you see the conspiracy theory that I put that video in our home league? Where
was it about with Taylor Swift and
yeah
Bree showed it to me.
It's pretty funny. If you guys didn't see it, it's basically like Taylor Swift on the Kelsey's podcast, and then like she's like talking about how excited she was when the Chiefs drafted Xavier Worthy, and then Travis Kelce knocked him out. So yeah, Kevin, I don't know what side you lean there. I think it's pretty even. I would probably go with whoever I personally liked more, but I like Worthy more than Addison, and I like Samson a lot. So
I mean, I think it's as simple as like if you think you're a contender, keep Addison and Samson.
Yeah.
Samson for the depth, and Addison will be back in 2 more weeks. I mean, Worthy. I know there's like it's all up in the air. It's all like a little too new, I guess. I'm surprised they haven't like said anything, but I heard from like Andy Reid said he's day to day. I've heard it's like, oh, they can just put a brace on it and stuff, but I guess it depends on like what is a dislocated shoulder. Okay.
Yeah. It might be a pain tolerance thing, but I don't know, man. Yeah, I can't imagine playing football with dislocated shoulder. So, real quick before we kind of get more into these questions, we will get to your questions. Make sure to hit the like button for us, guys. It gets more eyes on the video. Hit the subscribe button if you're not subscribed, and we will kind of just go in order and answer the questions that you guys have. If you're like in a super big rush or you feel like donating to us, there is a way to donate. It's that $sign down by the chat box. It's just a super chat. We'll kind of get right to your question if you do super chat us, because we're just I'm trying to think of the right word, but I can't think of it. But I did want to bring this point up when it came to a guy like Dylan Sampson and a player like Ja'Cory Krosky-Merritt. Someone in our Discord asked about shopping Bill Krosky-Merritt, and basically saying like what do you do with these type of players? I remember when Puka went off his first game, I think I offered you and multiple people like, hey, you want Puka for a 2nd-round pick? And everyone said no. Like, what do you do in these situations? Like, is the process to just cash out on him and hope you're going to hit 7 times out of 10 on that cash out? Is the process to like, well, if you like the guy, hold on to him? Like, yeah. So where are you at with that? Like, you have Krosky-Merritt, someone comes to you and they offer you a random 2nd. Are you just taking the 2nd already?
I mean, I would have, before this weekend, and now I'm evaluating my team, and I feel like you might be able to squeeze a little more out of that, depending on if they're coming to you. Like, yeah, I guess it's a little different, but yeah, I mean, I don't think it's wrong. He was definitely like a 4th-round guy / undrafted in multiple of my leagues.
Yeah, like he was either late 4th or he was most likely undrafted, unless like this was going around. We were the only ones talking about him, really.
Yeah. I mean, it was basically him or like Jarquez Hunter or Damian Martinez and guys like that, just like kind of late round flyers where they could be the backup. DJ Giddens, I think, too.
Yeah. It's always tough with that, like on what to do. And again, I think the process is to cash out for what you think is good value.
Yeah. I mean, especially if I was rebuilding, I would just take the money and run. Like,
yeah.
Obviously, good start to the season.
Yeah, he's going to be an interesting one, because it's like, I mean, he had 10 carries, right, for 82 yards and a touchdown. He's not going to average 8 yards a carry. Is he going to become like a trap back a little bit? He's not really going to do much in the passing game, not with Eckler there. I don't know. Yeah, he's an interesting one. Sampson's another one. I mean, he caught like 6 passes for 60 yards and stuff, So, the process is to cash out on those guys. Like an early 2nd for Sampson should be take the early 2nd. You're not going to win that every time, but I do think that's kind of the way to do it. Try to squeeze out a little bit more, another player in return or something.
You never go broke turning a profit.
No. Nope. Not at all. Is it too late?
It's going to suck.
Probably. Is it too late to trade BTJ, Pollard, Pacheco for Puka and ETN? Would anyone even make that trade? Probably not. I mean, Puka was going ahead of BTJ, or they were going right around each other, and Puka had a good game. Pollard was going ahead of ETN. Pollard and Pacheco were probably both going ahead of ETN, but ETN just had that huge game. ETN, man, made a video today. We were kind of like talking about him, and just like him and Javonte Williams, we were like, it just felt like you should take one or two of those guys as much as you can because they're so late. We've seen them be good before. Javonte, obviously, several years ago, but ETN just a couple years ago. And it's just like we could just be sleeping a little bit like on these guys. I think Bigsby got traded tonight. Like,
yeah, that was crazy.
Yeah, for a 5th and 6th round. That's pretty significant. Like I know it may not seem like a lot, but NFL teams value their picks. Like if they traded a 5th and a 6th for him, like that's pretty crazy. I mean, hell, who is it? There was someone traded. You're like, oh, you only got like a 4th round pick for him or something. So yeah, it's probably too late just because that person's thinking Pacheco sucks. They might not be a fan of Pollard, and Puka and BTJ are a wash. The only way I think you're going to take that is if you're a big BTJ fan or Pollard fan. So probably.
Yeah, and there was plenty of them, before this week. Puka's injury concerns and Matt Stafford's hurt and everything. It's like it seems like they're kind of going in that, like you said, they were going in that same area. Yeah, I mean, 1 catch for 11 yards does suck, but, the targets were still there. Honestly, they didn't really seem to have to play that hard, the Jags, that is. Like,
yeah,
I didn't get to watch the majority of that game because I was kind of like, obviously the weather delay and stuff, and they were just killing them. So I wasn't super, like, I don't think it's the Travis Hunter effect necessarily right here, It's just one game. It's not the season. So I guess you got to determine if you want to make that trade.
If Puka and Stafford are healthy all year, like Puka's going to have such a huge year. It's going to be insane. He's going to get fed so many fucking targets. It's going to be crazy.
Yeah. So that kind of makes me think about these old guys that we were so far not looking so good on, right? Devontae Adams, Tyreek Hill, Cooper Kupp. It was all kind of like, man, these guys are still productive. And again, it's one game, so there's no trend line here or anything like that. But how bad did the Dolphins look?
Oh my God, that's really bad. Devontae Adams was fine. Like I always think about it like this: like 8 targets, 4 catches, 51 yards. If he comes out week 2 and gives you 8 for 100 and a touchdown, and you reverse though, like I always think about it like, what if that came first and then this game, like you'll feel great. Like, oh, okay, I've had 2 games. One of them he gave me like 20 points. Another game he gave me 10 to 12 points or something.
Yeah, for sure. There's
guys,
no trend for sure.
Yeah. Does Ben Johnson need the Lions more than the Lions need Ben? So you got a cough at the end. Need Ben Johnson. Again, one game, like it's a new system and stuff like that. That could be affecting things. There's just some throws that Caleb's making. I'm just like, man, you got to be making those throws. Like, damn. I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know
also,
what it is.
The Lions didn't look too hot without Ben Johnson. So,
no.
I don't know, man. Their season's over. No.
Yeah, right. It's all done.
Yeah.
Jeff is back. Yeah, Jeff, I don't know if you heard us, but we were probably leaning Pearsall there. But just wondering like who you were benching. You said you have Puka. So I guess who's in your flex then, Jeff? I'm assuming this is your second wide receiver you're choosing. Who's in your flex there? Should I start Jaden Higgins next week or Dylan Sampson? I'm going Dylan Sampson. What did Jaden Higgins do? Did he do anything? The Texans, speaking of looking at like ass, Texans looked like ass. Like, man, that was boring. They were just boring. Like, I don't know what it is. I don't know if it's the offense, the offensive coordinator, CJ Stroud, offensive line. It's just like, it doesn't look very good, man. Like,
yeah. I mean, they lost Kirk and Joe Mixon before the season even started. I mean, Kirk's not gone, but we might not ever see Joe Mixon play again. Who knows? Like, that's a little alarmist, but we just haven't heard shit. Yeah. So, obviously they kind of had to come up with a new plan. And going against the Rams, that's not necessarily the way you want to start. but now they got to play Tampa Bay, so the fun continues.
Yeah, I would go Dylan Sampson though. What's crazy about Dylan Sampson is he. I'm going to double check this. He did not play any third downs or 2-minute drills, and he still caught 8 passes. It's just that's a little unusual to catch 8 passes on basically first and second down is what he was playing on. So yeah, he played in 40 snaps compared to. Oh no, Jerome Ford played 40 snaps. Sampson 33. Sampson had 28 early down. Jerome Ford had 19. Goal line was Ford, and then by the way, the first rookie this year to score a touchdown. Raheem Rocket Sanders, undrafted running back, who had that on their bingo card. Short yardage went to Sampson, and then Sampson played 2 third down snaps compared to 12 for Jerome Ford, and then Jerome Ford played the 5-minute drill or 2-minute drill, 5 snaps. So kind of crazy, but yeah, I'm starting Sampson here. Hasib. Mr. Magic Center. So I have Kittle. I don't know which tight end to put my fab on. I have $100. Also, my quarterback right now is Nick. Should I try and get Fields? Absolutely, you should try and get Fields.
Yeah, I'm surprised he wasn't drafted by somebody.
Yeah. Tight end.
What did I say? Like 3 days ago or whatever. Maybe Thursday night. I was like, it'll only take 1 week until everyone likes Justin Fields again.
Yeah, I know.
Maybe that was Sunday morning. I don't know. So that was about the only good call I had.
Yeah, no, he was good. He looked really good.
I know. I'm just thinking about like such a strange week for all these like think about all the receivers taken in the first 3 rounds. And it's just like, man, like Jamar Chase, AJ Brown, like it's just all like London saved himself with the touchdown. Was he having a good game? Oh yeah.
So here's
8 for 55, 15 targets. Oh man, but maybe that is going to happen. The Michael Penix 15 targets a game to Drake London.
Yeah, he might miss time. Or he might miss a game. I don't know. Here's the top 12 PPR wide receivers. Zay Flowers, Keon Coleman, Quentin Johnston. Nice. Emeka Puka Nakua, Debo, Garrett Wilson, Michael Pittman, Marquise Brown, Keenan Allen, JSN, Cortland Sutton. So, like, what's there, like 2 or 3 guys drafted in the first, like, 3-4 rounds of JSN and Puka and Garrett Wilson? So, yep, that's fantasy football for you. The tight end, I think you should go out and get. It depends on who's out there, and you can let me know, Mr. Magic. Juwan Johnson, I would be going out and grabbing. He had a career game. His issue has never been he's always been a pretty talented receiving tight end. I mean, he put up 550 catches, 550 yards last year with that little carousel of quarterbacks. You know, he's had a couple 500-yard seasons, had 8 for 76. The biggest thing with him is that he was never on the field enough. He was one of those tight ends that would play 60, 65% of the snaps. And you really got to be over like 70, 75, 80 to be, unless you're just, special. Yesterday's game, he played 98.7% of the snaps. So he literally missed like a snap or 2. Foster Moreau and Taysom Hill are out. They're on the pup. He's going to be I'm starting Juwan Johnson until those guys come back and maybe even longer. So Zach, and he's saying down here, Zach Ertz, Strange. Hunter Henry is another one. I don't mind Brenton Strange. You have a lot of good options there. I mean, what did Zach Ertz? I know he caught a touchdown, right? Zach Ertz, what else did he do? 5 targets, yeah.
Yeah, he's still involved. I mean, regular, touchdown or bust tight end, but their offense was looking just like they did. They didn't miss a beat. So,
yep. Yeah, Hunter Henry's another one I'd be grabbing. I mean, I talked about him all offseason of his numbers with Drake May last year were really good. He was on pace for like 85 catches with Drake when he played with Drake May. His biggest issue last year was Austin Hooper, and Hooper is not playing as much. Hunter Henry played 94.3% of the snaps. So both those guys are really good options. I wouldn't break the bank on either one of them because you have Juwan Johnson, Hunter Henry, Brenton Strange, Zach Ertz, all 4 of those guys are fine. I'd rather spend $1 on Strange than 50 on Juwan Johnson. How much fab out of 100 would
not 50?
No. I'm saying I'd rather spend 1 on Strange than like overpay for Juwan Johnson, basically.
Yeah, I know. But just because you said 50 and then he said how much fab.
Yeah, what would you spend? $100 budget? Would you just throw in like 5, 10? Knowing that you have Brenton Strange, Hunter Henry, and Zach Ertz also there.
Yeah, I would probably just put. I don't even know if I'd make any dollar bid on any of those. Like just because there is so many.
Yeah.
You know, this is to replace Kittle.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean,
I'd put
just bid bid on all of them like $1 and just put them in the order that you want and see how far down the list you go.
Yeah. I would prioritize Juwan Johnson and Hunter Henry over the other 2, just because I think they actually can be pretty good tight end touchdown or bust type of guys. So like maybe like a 5 on one of those guys and something.
Yeah. Okay. But how many of the top 12 tight ends drafted got hurt or gave you like a completely shit game? That's another thing to consider. True. It's like, who else is looking for a tight end?
True.
Right. So
very true.
I guess I'm just cheap sometimes.
No, I get what you're saying. People still sometimes they don't think that way. They just say, this guy played well, I'm going to grab him, which isn't necessarily a wrong way to think because injuries happen to your own team before. You got to be a little preemptive. Guys, we see all these questions. We will get to them. Again, just do us a favor, hit the like button and subscribe if you're new. Help us get to 1,400 subscribers. Help us get to, we should have close to 10 likes on the video. We have over 10 people watching. So, hit the like button. If you're urgent, need something quick, you can super chat $sign below the chat box. Mr. Magic, we'll come back to you in just a second about the fab here. We'll get to this one real quick. How much fab to put in for Keenan Allen as well? I mean, in the flex if London's going to miss. I'd put a decent amount in for Keenan Allen. 10 targets in that game. Herbert looked good. I wouldn't go crazy just because, I don't know. I don't know if the Chargers are going to run the offense like that.
Wouldn't you spend more? Like, is Hollywood Brown available? You could probably get him, and you probably want him more at this point.
Yeah.
I don't know. He might PPR his way into just being good.
I mean, there's a lot of good receivers. Like Wan'Dale Robinson had 8 targets and 6 catches, and he's doing it again. 8 targets, 6 catches, 55 yards. There was a lot of wide receivers. Cedric Tillman might be out there. Calvin Austin had a good game. Kayshon Boutte, we need to talk about. He's their number 1 wide receiver for the Patriots right now. He put up over 100 yards. He played in over 80% of the snaps. Stephon Diggs didn't look great. Kyle Williams is a rookie. Mac Hollins, is he has his role type of receiver. Demario Douglas is a slot guy. Kayshon Boutte is playing out in 2 wide receiver and 3 wide receiver sets. This is this guy, by the way, he was a 6th-round pick a couple years ago. In college, after his first year at college, he was like the next LSU wide receiver to come up. After Jefferson and Chase, it was Kayshon Boutte, right? He put up a season in college as a freshman in 2020. He put up over 730 yards. I think he had more receiving yards than Jamar Chase. Oh no, Jamar Chase didn't play that game that year. But anyways, there's a lot of options. So I wouldn't go too crazy on these guys, Mr. Magic. I would, be putting little 5 to 10% bids on these guys and maybe even a little bit less. And just kind of settling for the guy that's going to save me money and still be a good player, like all the ones we just listed. Yeah.
Yeah. You want a chance at that backup running back who's going to take over the role in week 10 or something like that. Obviously that doesn't happen every time, but there's always manage your budget, I guess, is kind of the thing, right? Like, I mean, he was talking about Justin Fields being there, but if you got Knicks, I mean, I'd rather have Fields. We kind of talked about that during draft season. Like, go after one of the running guys, like later on.
Yeah, I would put a good amount of money. I don't know. You're probably going to need 20-25% at least to pay for Fields.
I'd say about 20% is probably about right.
I don't mind doing that just because, like, there's a good chance that Bo Nix has a sophomore slump. He didn't look good yesterday. First game, I get it. But there was times last year where he looked really freaking bad. Like, he just didn't belong to. I don't know. Just I would put a good amount for Fields. That'd be my number one target. Purdy is potentially hurt. If Purdy's out, does that scare you away, or is it Mac Jones season? Mac Jones, Ricky Pearsall season.
Mac Jones is the new Sam Darnold.
Mac Jones is going to be pretty good. I'm telling you, he's going to be pretty good in that 49ers.
Yeah, system. I have him stashed in a few places. Like, that's for sure. Yeah. Especially in those deep leagues where it's like, I guess you trust the system more than the player, right?
Yeah. Would you pivot from Pearsall if Purdy's out, or would you still go with Pearsall?
I think it's probably still Pearsall with Kittle missing, but
yeah, I agree.
Yeah.
Trade JMO for Pearsall and Ibuka. Hell yeah, if you can do that.
Yeah.
You're talking about Jameson Williams, and I don't care what I was going to say. Is it dynasty or redraft? Doesn't matter. Dynasty is even bigger smash. Yeah, hell yeah, Hasib. Hopefully I'm saying your name right. He saw Bill Krosky-Merritt go for a 27 first. Also saw Fannin go that way too. That's crazy. I need to start shopping Krosky-Merritt then. Have him on like every freaking team almost. Not every, but a lot of the MFL and stuff like that. I do think Samson's worth a pickup, Mr. Magic. I'm not too worried about Judkins. I'd say Samson, give it 2-3 weeks. So let's just say Judkins comes back next week. I still think you can start Samson confidently for the next 2 weeks, and you might just be able to start him most of the year. One, he could be just better than Judkins. We can't rule that out. I actually had them kind of in my same tier when I was scouting these guys. So, two, Cleveland tends to use two running backs. They did that with prime Nick Chubb. Nick Chubb, he was one of the best pure runners in the league, and they were still, only playing him 50% of the snaps. So I think Samson's worth a pickup for sure. Milo and Nico, yeah.
Oh yeah. Any of those guys that you drafted, like there's nothing like catastrophic has happened. The list wasn't extensive because the more I look at it, I'm just like, oh man, this guy too. All I really have to do is look at my dynasty team in our home league, and basically all those guys
sucked.
Yeah, Jamar Chase, T. Higgins. I don't have T. Higgins, but it's like, they were all shitty. So, buy low on all of those guys.
You were kind of down on yourself saying like, oh, what was the only good call you made about Fields? You made a good call on Keon Coleman. You wwere saying to start him a lot. He did catch a fluky touchdown, but whatever. Even without that, I don't know. It wasn't that long of a touchdown. It was still good.
I'll take it. Yeah.
I mean, he still had 7 catches. That wasn't a very long touchdown, right? I think he still had over 100 yards.
Yeah.
And stuff like that. Did he catch a 2-pointer as well?
I don't remember.
So much happened. Yeah, buy low and all those guys, like Brian said. Like, all those guys are buy lows. Came out with a dub. Pokey Varsity said, what do y'all... Wait, Pokey Varsity, weren't you the one that you were kind of down bad, weren't you? You might have been one of them, but we told you to start Keon Coleman. I feel like you were down kind of bad Sunday or Thursday or Friday whenever we went live. One of those days. So What do y'all think? 10-team full PPR: Knicks, Henry, Irving, Puka, McConkey, Laporta, Sutton. Yeah, I mean Derrick Henry's awesome. Bucky Irving had amazing usage. His box score maybe didn't translate. I know he still scored a touchdown and he had like 6 catches or something. Didn't do much with it, but his usage was awesome. Now that could be because Rachaad White was maybe he was beat up a little bit, but Bucky Irving played 42 snaps compared to Rachaad White's 12. Bucky Irving had the early down stuff, the short yardage stuff. He basically had half of the 2-minute drill. It was only the third down stuff that Rachaad White was in on. So,
yeah, I mean, the Bucks were never fully in control of that game at any point. Like it was really just kind of a lot of back and forth, offense and defense. So they, who they trust. Like that kind of tells you right there.
Yeah, and yeah, I think. Yeah, Knicks probably does bounce back, but I don't mind going out and picking up someone like a Daniel Jones, who's the next freaking Peyton Manning. I got egg on my face for that one. Oh, we keep hyping up Daniel Jones, and he sucks, and then he comes out and like does something that hasn't been done since the '60s or something like that. Scored on every drive, or something like it was something weird. Yeah, I mean. Maybe some of the I think Knicks will be fine. No, we didn't say Puka was hurt. Oh, Puka, he got a concussion, or he was tested for a concussion, right? But then he came back.
Yeah, he got checked for a concussion, but kept playing afterwards.
Yeah. Had Pollard in my flex, so I meant to say choose 2, or do I keep Pollard in the flex? That's all the way. Wait, Jeff, where were you?
I'll look.
You were the first one. Scary. That was Scary Terry, Pearsall, and Tyreek. I would be starting Pearsall, one of those other 2 over Pollard. I think.
Yeah, probably Terry.
Until we see something from the Dolphins.
Yeah, just the Dolphins. They just look so trash. Like, God, it's like I don't think they're going to be that bad, but it's like prove me wrong. Like.
Yeah.
Man, that was bad. I mean, granted, it's the first game, and they looked all right when Tua came back. Not necessarily Tyreek,
Yeah.
It was just like, man, to the Colts.
Maybe I don't know. I'm kind of looking at Pollard's like usage, man. He had almost 20 touches. He was dominating snaps. Obviously, 90% of the snaps. He didn't do much with it, but Broncos are a really tough defense,
Yeah.
They play the Rams.
It was a tough game for sure. To rookie quarterback going against like arguably like the best defense in the league. So,
yeah,
it was there. It just didn't translate to full-on fantasy production.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't mind. Come back to us on that, Jeff. I feel like I actually might lean like Pollard in the flex over those other 2, just because. I mean, if I am going to bench him, it's going to be for Scary Terry. But, yeah, I mean, just looking at what Pollard's usage was, and he's going to get that until Spears comes back, most likely. What do you think the Bears are going to have record-wise this year? I mean,
6-11.
So they get the Lions next.
Maybe I should.
Cowboys. Lions, Cowboys, Raiders, Commanders. So let's say they win. Saints. Okay, so Lions, Cowboys, Raiders, Commanders, Saints. You win 2 there. Ravens, Bengals, Giants, Vikings, Steelers, Eagles, Packers. I like that 6 or 7 win. Yeah, it's not looking
6-11. Yeah, they got an uphill battle for sure.
Yeah, for sure. I have Ollie Gordon on my bench. I might want to drop him for either field. Yeah, what did Ollie Gordon do? Anything? I mean, I know he's the Dolphins, so they didn't do anything. He had you're dropping Ollie Gordon for Fields or Keenan. I would. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Is Purdy actually hurt? It sounds like it didn't sound great. Did not sound great.
He's already
do you like
questionable heading into
yeah. Do you like Nico over BTJ? You mean like in general this week? I know Mr. Magic's not Dynasty. I think I like Nico a little bit more for this year. But I don't, man.
Yeah, you were just talking shit about CJ Stroud.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. But I don't I don't like Trevor Lawrence didn't do anything to impress me. Like, you know?
Yeah, no, not really.
Yeah.
But no, yeah, I'm still Nico though.
Yeah, they're very, very close.
He got
Dynasty,
over double the yards.
Then what, BTJ?
Yeah, and triple the catches.
Who had more fantasy points?
Well, it's got to be Nico, right? Well,
I know BTJ didn't he catch a touchdown?
No. Wait, what
was it called back? I remember seeing him in the end zone, but maybe he got called back or something.
Well, now maybe he ran it in because.
He did run it in. That's right.
He did. So he does have more points. It's so funny how Sleeper doesn't show rushing next to receiving for receivers.
I know, right?
It's like returning and shit like that. It's like, all right, no one plays in that kind of league. Like, show me their rush.
So yeah, PPR, he got 9 points. BTJ.
Yeah, well, what are you gonna do?
Start Bill over Pop Douglas. Yeah.
PPR?
Yeah, PPR might go Pop. Oh man.
Yeah.
You see his stat line?
Yeah.
Holy
2
shit.
for -2 and a touchdown.
What the hell? 7 targets.
That's got to be some kind of record.
Has to be, right?
2 catches for -2 yards, and you have a touchdown still.
Yeah, I always.
I don't know. How are you feeling about Drake May in general? Like, he definitely was very hot and cold. You know.
Yeah. He was. Yeah. I think he had times where he looked like, man, this guy's really good. Like, he's the future of this team, or he's the top 7 court. Like, he had plays where he's just like, this guy's legit. And he had other plays just like, what's going on, So very just inconsistent, like you said, hot, cold. Didn't do much rushing.
And they were missing their left tackle, right?
Yeah.
Yeah,
they were.
So Max Crosby was all over his shit, So I think it's a good way to start the season. Hopefully, it'll get a little easier, like on the line, anyways.
Yeah, it don't have a lot of receivers. Like, I don't know. Stephon Diggs might be just a little bit too old. TreVeyon Henderson. So, like, Ramondre Stevenson absolutely dominated snaps. Like, you would think the only role TreVeyon Henderson would have had was the third down role. Now, he did catch 6 passes, I believe, but Ramondre had more third down snaps, 2-minute drill snaps. Ramondre dominated everything: early downs, goal line, short yardage, third down, 2-minute drill. So
he's got to earn it.
Well, yeah. I mean, I have to go back and look at this because I think it was the CBS. I think it was Adam on the CBS podcast was talking about, like, second round running backs just like never do anything to start the year, no matter how good they become. Like, Derrick Henry was like that. Nick Chubb was like that. Joe Mixon, I think, was like that.
Yeah, there was a few guys that were getting pushed up draft boards where it's like, oh, I hope you're right about that, because you're almost, not that you're necessarily drafting them at their ceiling, but you're closer to the ceiling than the floor. And he was kind of one of those guys, Like, I think he'll be good, and I think he probably will end up taking over the job,
Yeah.
But he's just got to earn that role.
Yep. Real quick, guys, once again, if you're new to the channel or you're here and you haven't liked the stream, hit the like button for us. Even if you're watching on replay, hit the like button for us. Subscribe if you're not subscribed already. That's all we ask of you. We'll be live every day. Next tomorrow, I'm not sure when, but we'll be live Thursday after the game. So good to see you, Cam the Ham. Are we still playing Harvey? Harvey, dude, this is another one. Like, there's so much to talk about. They were using Tyler Bidet. That's a wrench thrown into it that we had no idea. We knew J.K. Dobbins was going to do his. Tyler Bidet played 14 snaps. I think it's Bidet, right?
I think so.
Tyler, I'm going to double check if I can pull up a reference guide. But anyways, he played 14 snaps. He played the 2-minute drill on the third down work. It is Beatty, it says in the pronunciation guide. That's concerning. And yeah, I mean, if RJ Harvey's going to just become like, what is he going to be? Kind of like the 1B to Dobbins, like, and then Beatty is getting all the catches and stuff. That it's not good.
Yeah,
not good situation for now.
I mean, Harvey at least saved his bacon with that 50-yard run.
Yeah,
so he didn't completely kill you, but yeah, still not good.
No, I was just thinking because like we were taking Travion Henderson, RJ Harvey, we were taking these guys round 4, round 5.
I feel like Henderson up in maybe I'm just thinking of Hampton. I thought both of them got pushed up into the 3rd, maybe at the end or the beginning of the 4th.
Could have been for sure. But I kind of was trying to make this point on a video today. It was just like, okay, so it may take them the month of September to really get into the role that we drafted them for. But like, we don't discount that in the draft. Like, if we knew Travion Henderson and RJ Harvey, they were suspended for 3 or 4 games, they would have dropped a couple rounds, right? And that could be kind of how it is. I know technically they're playing and all that. They're giving you points, but not what you expect type of thing. I don't know. It's just something we need to kind of reevaluate with rookie running backs or rookie players in general. Like, we got to be a little bit careful, I think, in redraft. So hard when you play Dynasty because you're just so far into them. That was weird. You're just in depth and you're talking about these guys for months, and so also have Tank, waiver wire, Gainwell, Kareem Hunt. I mean, you kind of have to play Harvey though as your RB2 over Tank, Bigsby, Gainwell, Kareem Hunt.
Yeah.
I
mean, Tank's behind Saquon now, so
yeah, and maybe Will Shipley. We'll be live, guys, maybe 10 more minutes, so get your questions in if you have them. Mark has a trade sitting for you in your DMs in Listener League. Let's get it done live. I'll check it out, Mark. I don't remember you sending me a trade, though. I will check it out here. Probably after the stream, though. Should I start JMO? Drayden Higgins, Trey Tucker, or Wando? JMO over who? Let's see. Probably, but depends over who.
I think he's saying over these guys. Yeah, definitely over these guys.
Yeah, he's starting him over those guys. Kelsey or Goddard? It's going to be Kelsey.
Yeah, Goddard always plays well against the Cowboys.
Yeah.
It's his
Goddard. Yeah, true. I didn't even think about that.
That's why I say that. I don't know if he actually does play well against the Cowboys.
Let's see. I can pull up I think I can pull up splits here. Cowboys, he's played 13 games. He has 44 catches in those 13 games.
So 3.5.
561 yards, 4 touchdowns. So yeah, it's pretty good tight end season, I would say. Like, if you add 4 more games to that,
40
so he's getting
yards.
43 yards per game.
Yeah, I think it's still Kelsey, especially if Worthy's going to miss any time. They're going to need him.
Yeah, Stroud's better quarterback than Lawrence. Probably. He does just need an offensive line, that's for sure. And more weapons. I know they drafted a couple, but it's tough to go into a season with kind of just Nico Collins and then a couple rookies that are going to take some time. Christian Kirk got hurt. I guess it wasn't just Nico Collins, but Dalton Schultz had a good game, right? If I remember correctly. Oh no, never mind. 3 for 28. Kate Stover played more snaps than him, by the way. It was a jet sweep for BTJ. Yeah, I remember him in the end zone. Jones, Rodgers, or Penix? Daniel Jones, Aaron Rodgers, or Michael Penix?
Ooh, Penix is actually a guy that I was I didn't think he was gonna do what he did. I thought he looked really good.
Give you rushing production too.
Yeah, a little, right? I mean, he ended up getting the touchdown, so that helped. But
yeah,
throwing for 300 against the Bucs isn't exactly easy to do. So, I was impressed.
I'm avoiding Daniel Jones. Go ahead, sorry.
Yeah, but that being said, I don't really want to start Michael Penix yet. I don't know. I mean, Minnesota started putting it together, but their sometimes it's hard to tell. It's was that just really good defense or really bad offense? And usually it's a mixture of both. In tonight's game, just with all the batted balls from McCarthy and stuff like that. I'm only bringing them up because they played Minnesota this next week.
Yeah. Daniel Jones gets the Broncos. Is that?
Yeah, I just saw that right now.
Yeah. I think I might go Penix. Oh, the Steelers playing.
Yeah, they're playing Seattle. I think I'm leaning Rodgers, honestly.
Yeah. Yeah, I'll start Penix if Drake London plays. If he doesn't, I think I'll go Rodgers. So, what's up, Joseph? What are backers last week? My tanking team put up the highest wins in the league. Yeah. It always kind of happens.
Yeah.
Always happens every now and then. You got to tank some more.
What's that?
Say you have to tank some more, tank harder.
Yeah, I know, right? You got to tank harder. Now sell all your guys to get more picks so you can actually rebuild your team in 1 year. But don't feel bad. I wanted to read this. My 4 starting receivers in our home dynasty league were Jamar Chase, AJ Brown, Tyreek Hill, and Nico Collins. I think I almost got 15 points from all of them put together.
Jesus.
I think 14.9 from 4 guys.
That's terrible.
Oh my God. Just death.
Whereas I had CeeDee Lamb, Puka Nacua, Garrett Wilson, all put up big ones, JSN, big games. Buy low on Tyreek and hope he's going to the Chiefs. Yeah, that'd be nice, right? That would be nice. I wouldn't mind buying low on Tyreek. Tank was traded to the Eagles. Yep, he's backing up Saquon now. They said something about kick returns. That's why they got him, but who knows? Drop Samson or Ayuk. Got to get a tight end because of Kittle.
Can you not stash Ayuk in an IR spot?
Yeah, I mean, I would want to do that. I mean, when is Ayuk going to come back?
I don't know. I'm just saying, you might not even have to drop anyone if he's on your active roster and you have an IR spot. But assuming you don't, then
do we have any update? Yeah, there's no update on him.
Well, 13 days ago, he got placed on the pup.
Yeah. So I always forget, is that 4 or 6 weeks?
It's 4 to start, right?
He has Rashee Rice on the IR. I think you might be right. 4 to start.
4 to start the season. It might be 4 during the season too. But you have to miss actual games. It's not just 4 weeks. I remember that with Mike Evans. They didn't put him on IR during the season because his 4th week was his bye week. That he would have been out and he missed 3 games and then came back. You still there? No.
Am I good?
Yeah.
So
I meant
I think I
J-Mo.
just like lagged for a second.
Yeah.
Like starting him in general. Yeah, I mean, if you can start, it just depends over who. I see
Oh no, he was just saying
between
in
Jaden Higgins,
general.
Trey Tucker, and Wandale. Okay, so between these three, who do you start? Wandale.
Yeah, Wandale.
You should worry about Worthy's injury. I mean, it's a shoulder injury. If he's going to play through pain, very easy to like. Oh, he plays, he gets hit, he's out for the rest of the game. In and out,
Yeah.
like it's gonna
Just
suck.
jumping up and grabbing a ball and falling on that, like
Yeah,
scary.
doesn't sound bad, but it definitely sounds like it could happen. Like it could miss a game.
Yeah. I thought they said the initial test proved that it wasn't as bad as they thought, or maybe they just said like not as bad as it could have been. I don't know. What is, you know, it's not like but yeah, Raven McLeod, wide receiver 1 for the Falcons.
If Mooney and Drake London are out, yeah. I mean, Casey
Yeah.
Washington played a bunch. That's a deeper. Casey Washington played like 95% of the snaps, but yeah, Raven McLeod might be good. Yeah, he got Rich. He says Rice on IR. So, what do you think Juwan Johnson could fetch? I mean, if I could get a second for Juwan, he's gone. If I can get a third for Juwan, I'd probably still do it in a non-tight end premium league. Yeah.
Tight end premium, what you're gonna ask for 2 seconds?
I'd probably still do it for just a second.
Maybe a second and like a guy taken later in the draft just to replace him. You know, it's always a good way to get a little bit extra, because you know, if you're trading away a guy for straight up for a pick, usually what I do anyways, if I'm offering like a pick for a player, I will just choose whoever is like I'm gonna drop anyways and just throw them in there in case it does anything. And usually I'll tell them too. Like if I can actually write a message, like I'll say, hey, I know the player isn't anything, but it's who I'm dropping, something like that, you know?
Yeah. We'll get out on these Bo Nix or Danny Dimes. I think we're going Bo Nix because Danny Dimes is playing they're playing each other. I think I'll go with Bo Nix. And then Fannin or Njoku. It's probably still Njoku. So here's how it all played out for this situation here. So Njoku they both played a lot. Njoku played over 80% of the snaps. Fannin Jr. played over 70% of the snaps. They played a lot of, not a lot, but they played a decent amount of 2 and 3 tight end sets. And so I don't know how often that's actually going to happen. They were both on the field for that. And then Njoku was on the field 70% of the time when it was a 1 tight end set on first and second down. And then when it was a third or fourth down, it was about 50-50 between the two. So he's probably not going to be reliable, Fannin. So, yeah, I think I'm still going to go Njoku, but, who knows? Maybe Fannin does take over. Maybe they trade Njoku. That's another possibility that they could do. Trade David Njoku. Why not? But
yeah, I agree. Still Njoku.
Yeah. Yes, indeed. All right, guys. I think we're going to take off. Appreciate everyone stopping in. It was a lot of fun, and we'll be here all week helping you out. So, any last words here?
Tough luck, Mr. Cuddy. If you don't, it looks like you lost. I'm sorry. We battled it out. I like how I'm talking about it like we actually did anything. It's like, oh, we just watched numbers tick up and watched all the guys do everything else.
So we have
yeah, it was a close one. It was worth watching.
Yeah.
See has one more question. Swift, Samson, or JCM next week? Washington's playing the Packers. Who is Chicago playing? Are you just going with Bill no matter
I think
what?
it's Swift for me no matter what. No, I'm going Swift, I think.
Okay.
Yeah.
I wasn't sure. They're playing Detroit, so interesting.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Swift had 20 touches. He's going to catch the ball. He's probably going to get more touches than Bill. So, but yeah, we'll be out on that. And appreciate everyone. We'll see you guys very soon.